With tools racked to the backs of their bicycles, the mobile mini circus for children's team is on a new mission. They have replaced their juggling balls and circus props with painting kits. Zarif Khan and his colleagues joined forces with shopkeepers in the capital to impose social distancing on customers. Here at the NGOs headquarters, hundreds of children used to come to learn the arts of the circus. But now the center has closed and volunteers focus on battling the pandemic.
We start to make the small water tank that we're distributing to IDP camps. They can wash their hands with this one. And also we make face shields. Just give it to the local communities and avoid them to not spread the sickness.
In this remote village in eastern Afghanistan, the population is particularly vulnerable. Clinics are sparse, so many people access healthcare thanks to mobile clinics set up by the NGO PUI. Despite Covid-19, they continue their weekly rounds.
د دغه د کورونا د مرض رابطو څخه کې دوی سره د کورونا په اړه باندې د خلکو لپاره چې تر څو پورې وکولای شي خلک د دې مرض د انتقال مخنیوي وشي او خلک د دې په اړه باندې آگاهي پیدا کړي.
PUI's mobile clinics operate in 10 villages in the province of Nangarhar. Their community representatives are pillars in the fight against coronavirus.
And I want to learn something here and share the information with the lots of families. As a youngster, I can represent about 10, 15 families.
In Afghanistan, the pandemic is accelerating. As the war rages on between the Taliban and the Afghan government, the Islamic State group also continues its deadly attacks. On the 12th of May, armed gunmen targeted this maternity hospital run by Doctors Without Borders in Kabul. 24 people, including women and children, were killed. Despite the massacre, the organization continues its activities throughout the country.
MSF is, let's say, to a certain extent used to work in difficult circumstances. This is very new for all of us. It's a difficult situation for all of us, and it just proves the point that you can never know what will happen the next day. So it's sad.
This camp in the outskirts of Kabul is home to hundreds of families displaced by the war. Fardeen used to come here to entertain the children, but since the start of the pandemic, he is no longer here to play.
We are here to distribute the water tank, give it to the IDPs and teach them to wash their hands properly and to be away from corona. اول کی جه دستا کمک تو بزنی یعنی از این کمک آو میان خوبه دستا تا ای دستام تر کردی یعنی با صابون میگیری اسمایی تو میگی بشب خوب قفش بتی قف بگی It is so important for them to learn how to wash their hands in a proper way because they are more in a risk because IDPs go for collecting garbage. They touch a lot of things in rural area than other people's.
Sardar Dalika is one of the refugees collecting garbage every day to sell it. In this camp, hygiene is a major issue. In Kabul, the epicenter of the disease, COVID-19 cases are increasing. According to a recent study, 1/3 of the city's residents are contaminated.